we have to say a special good morning to Paul Marshall, founder and CEO of Caribbean Home Help. He's brought along Shakem Oldal, who is maintenance manager, and they're here to talk to us this morning all about the wonderful work they're doing. Good morning, gentlemen, and welcome.
Good morning. Good morning, Barbados.
Good to have you with us. Now, we've been receiving so many calls based on the discussions that we've had. It's so very interesting how this resonates with so many people all across the island as we talk about taking care of the elderly. So before we get into it, Paul, I'd love for you to set the tone by telling us exactly what you do for anybody who's just tuning in for the very first time and they might not be sure the services that you offer. Let's talk about Caribbean Home Help.
Yes, Caribbean Home Help really is a company that is designed to provide care for not only the elderly but anyone who's ill. We look at it from a very holistic point of view, providing not only nursing care, but we provide in-home care, which includes housekeeping, maintenance, transportation, you name it. We really look at it from a holistic standpoint. We introduced recently our doctors and also our ambulance service. So there's a number of things that we try to provide to make sure that that particular person is taken care of. And our focus really is to make sure that they feel comfortable at home, because all of this is done within the home. So we're quite pleased with the direction of where we're going and how people have been resonated with what we do. So we are going to continue to look at how we can improve day by day.
And you mentioned quite a number of things, but they all work in tandem.
That's
and
correct.
They truly are all interconnected and interrelated when we think about care generally. I mean, sometimes we forget that, very simple things like mobility, limited mobility can truly limit what you used to do as regular, or what people would call regular everyday tasks, just like maintenance. And I know that's why you brought Mr. Oldal along today to talk a little bit more about, to go in depth into what you offer, because this too is very important. Yes, you're aging. Maybe you used to go outside. If we talk in Bajan parlance, you'd go outside and pull some weeds from around the house, or you might have your own weed whacker, your own lawnmower. The parents might have been able to do that before, but now they can't do that. Or you might have been able to help them do it. Now you're doing other things for them, so it can present challenges for timing. So let's get into how people can get in contact with you to be able to capitalize on the services that you offer.
Yes, so we do have a contact center. Their role is to understand what your needs are. It's not just medical, it can be, as you said, in the home maintenance. They can be contacted at 629-4251. But you can also go to our website, which is CaribbeanHomeHelp.com. And there is a feature there that you can speak to our agents through our website. Mr. Shakem Oldal here, his responsibility is really to go in, do an assessment, and I will let him speak for himself because he does an amazing job. And everybody likes when he turns up. He's very respectful and he does a great job.
That's important.
Yeah. So basically what I would do, I'll do an assessment before, and just to get a feel of the needs of the client. Then I'll arrange a team that we will be able to deal with the issue, and then after that I will do another assessment to make sure that the client is happy. And we offer a lot of different stuff, especially in terms of like retrofitting, especially for the elderly. And
that's really important.
Yeah.
I want to kind of, as I say, stick a pin there, because when we think about retrofitting, unless you go through it, sometimes you don't realize sometimes the amount of retrofitting that you need to do. So in the bathroom, you might need a toilet seat with a lift, so that the elderly are not coming from so far down, particularly if they have the American toilets. Then you might need some of the rails for the
That's right.
bathrooms. You might need rails if you have little step ups or steps down in the step downs in the house, and some of the other areas that you don't even think about until then. You have an aging population. I mean, for the bathroom, even sometimes just that very short wall that we're accustomed to stepping over to get into the bathroom can present itself with a challenge. And for those with mobility challenges, then that's even more major, maybe bath seats and all of that. Are all of these things that you offer at Barbados at Home Help?
Yeah, we do a fall risk assessment for some of our clients who have mobility challenges. And the key thing we're trying to achieve is to minimize the risk of fall. A fall to someone who's over a certain age can be catastrophic. So our main goal is to minimize risk in the home, but also to make that person feel comfortable. So we don't want to make changes without getting what we call consent.
Of course. And then, there are certain recurring things that, elderly people are able to get it in place, or the families who are taking care of them. Then I would imagine you don't have to look back, because once you do your assessment, Shakem, then, you will figure out, okay, this is maybe a monthly service that's needed.
Exactly.
Maybe this is a bi-monthly service. Maybe this is a service that we can look at every few months. But really, and I know that marketers say it really is not a term that you should use when talking about services you offer, but it truly is a one-stop shop to be able to get everything you need when it comes to elderly care. And that truly is important, very, very much so. But one of the very important things that goes along with elderly care, and you touched on it, Paul, when you talked about the fact that everybody loves Shakem and his manner, it's also very important that, you have a temperament to be able to truly deal with the elderly. Sometimes people become a little impatient and antsy, and that's just not the way to get it done. So you're coming across people who, again, mobility might be limited, or they might have severe challenges with mobility. You want to be patient in talking with them and taking care of them. And for a lot of them, companionship means a lot. To be able to even look out of the window or speak with you as maintenance is happening. So it's not just a matter of anybody. I would imagine that your screening and training and welcoming people to be a part of your team is paramount to what you do as well. So talk to me about your team generally.
So our team consists of our administrative and our contact center. Our contact center is really geared to listening and understanding needs. But when we filter down to the actual persons who will turn up at your home, we go through a very lengthy vetting process. In some cases, people get upset because they didn't get a call back right away, but we're doing a vetting process to ensure that the person we send to your home, we feel comfortable would go to my mom's home. That's my barometer. And once I feel that I'm comfortable that the person that's coming to your home is going to not only do a good job, but also make you feel comfortable, I'm going to be happy and you're going to be happy.
For sure. So when we get the nurse coming to the home, what are some of the services that we can look forward to or ask about with them coming to the homes?
Okay, we can look at making sure that your house is not only kept in good order, because that's one of the things we've noticed. Our clients have spent so much time investing in their home that they want to know that they're not just getting nursing care, but we take care of their home. With regards to nursing care, you're going to have a full suite of services. We have nurses who are elderly care nurses, all the way to registered nurses. So there's nothing that we're not capable of doing. But in addition to that, we are also paying attention to, how you feel. So the emotional aspects are important to us. So a personality profile of that particular patient or client is important to us because we want to send the right caregiver to the right patient.
All right, absolutely. Now, that's important. And another thing is, what I found personally is sometimes you don't even recognize, Shakem, some of the things that, people will need assistance with until you're actually in the home. And that makes all the difference. So I know there may be some areas that some people might be thinking, I'm not sure that, you might be thinking, this is small, but it's major for them. Shopping, for example, getting that shopping put away, lots of things that you might think are just small things that you're able to do that the parents might not be able to do at that time. I want to thank you, gentlemen, for coming in. Paul Marshall, founder and CEO of Caribbean Home Help. Shakem Oldal, a maintenance manager. Telephone 629-4251, 629-4251. Their website is CaribbeanHomeHelp.com. That's CaribbeanHomeHelp.com. It's very, very simple. Or you can email them at CSR@CaribbeanHomeHelp.com. Today we talked a bit about maintenance, but generally about the services that they offer at Caribbean Home Help that are available to you. Thank you again for coming in. And we definitely will continue to share. I know there is a major launch coming up. We're going to share more about that on Morning Barbados as well. So make sure you call, even if it's just to find out what type of assistance you can garner and what you need to do to be able to get the care or the help that you need to supply the care that you want.
Need more support in the home? Caribbean Home Help has you covered. We have maintenance teams that can keep surroundings in tip-top shape and handymen to maintain your home inside and out. We can fix it, move it, or repair it. We are here to help. The Caribbean Home Help family provides the safety, comfort, and professionalism to those persons in need. Give us a call today and start living your best life.